great to have you guys. Have a seat. Thank you so much. The spirit world often is imagined as a strange, creepy realm filled with ghosts whose only job is to haunt and scare you. But what if those spirits actually were trying to tell you something? Would you listen? Today, with the help of two dynamic mediums, Maureen Hancock and James Van Praagh, we are crossing over to the other side to hear what the spirits have to say.
He's right next to you, which I would see as like a best friend. That's what it feels like. Do you understand? And I think there were unanswered questions around his passing. Do you understand?
Yes.
He keeps putting question marks around it and holding out his hands, and usually that's like if he takes a little bit of responsibility. And do you understand that?
Yeah.
He's funny. He's way funnier than you. You know this, right?
Yeah, he's something else.
And he said he's better looking. Sorry. There's an impact passing connected as well. Do you understand my head?
Yeah,
Okay. And is that male though?
that's my dad.
Oh, wow. So
yeah, he had a very
there's
violent,
a weird, yeah, so
shot.
he was shot. Okay, my head hurts really bad.
yeah.
But it's been a long time for him. Do you know someone that passed by hanging?
Yes.
Okay.
It was the person that killed my dad.
Wow, I have chills. Wow, please welcome author of The Medium Next Door, Maureen Hancock. I always love having you. Welcome back. But watching those clips, I mean, even though I lived that moment, watching it back, it still sends shivers up and down my spine.
Me too.
Do you remember it? I mean, does it seem like it was yesterday for you?
It seems like it was yesterday, and when it's a tragic passing, it's almost like I can just feel it so strongly. So it's hard to sometimes let it go.
All right, well, our audience today is filled with people hoping to connect with loved ones on the other side. You have not received any information from people here today?
No.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You've turned it on?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. All right, do you want to just go where you're drawn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go where I feel it. And so what I do is kind of flip a switch, and then it's really up to them. And I start to hear a lot of voices. It's quiet here, and it sounds like them all at Christmas time in my head. So they're all trying to get through, so you have to know that. If someone doesn't come through, it doesn't mean that they don't love you or they're not trying. So, you know, I actually keep getting a pull over here. You both understand shooting. There's one here I have. All right, come up here. And then possibly a little bit different. I think there were unanswered questions around this passing. This male, you understand male to you? You were together? Okay, because when I see this, that's definitely husband, brother, brother-in-law. So I think her brother's coming through first. Because you sat together and you have this in common, they're going to bounce back and forth. But can I have you right here? And I think somebody has a cross tattoo for him. Do you understand that? Why don't you come right next to her? Wow. So his brother has the Celtic cross tattoo?
Yeah, he got it right after he passed. He passed about a year ago in November. He was,
Don't tell me. I want to tell you. Let his brother know that he's acknowledging the tattoo that he got for him. He said that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He wasn't even supposed to be where he was. Do you understand that? Tell me what he means by he wasn't supposed to be there. It was the wrong place at the wrong time.
one of his friends wanted him to go buy this one house, and he didn't want to go there. And he went there, and the guy started shooting at his friend, and he went in to save his friend, and his friend lived, and he got shot in the head and died.
Oh, wow. Please know that he's definitely with you a lot. He's definitely watching over you. I mean, I just feel like he's like, cool, this is awesome, whatever. You know, he had a mad crush on you, right?
Yeah, he did.
I'm trying to keep him from saying what I'm hearing, like, I'm watching you in the shower.
No, it'd be Josh. No. That would be Josh so much.
But he said he had a crush on her.
He said he had a mad crush on you, and you know that. So give me a hug from heaven. Tell everyone he's okay.
I'm going to tell his family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. So it feels like it's been some time for your brother passed, and you understand, like, he just feels just so different. The energy just shifted, like, I'm fine, it's been a while, you know. I feel like he's with a father figure as well. Your dad is there. There are, you know, even though it's been some time, he is showing me these question marks around this, that there, you know, there's a lot of questions. It's very intricate to me, too, about what happened, and I get the weirdest feeling, like, maybe he put himself in this predicament or something. It feels off to me a little bit. Do you understand? You have a super strong grandmother coming through as well. I feel like on your mother's side, holding up the cross. Okay, she's really strong. There's a 5 connection, 5 kids or 5 of one sex. Jot it down. You'll be able to put it together later. It was when your grandmother started to come through, so I don't know if she had 5 kids.
Yes, she did.
She did, okay. Just telling you that everything's okay, your brother's okay. Is anyone like Antonio or Antonio's your brother? Okay, because I'm right here, I can start to pick up from your energy. So to me, there was a lot of energy around the name Antonio, so they're trying to help him. He's at a crossroads in his life right now, and I feel like they're trying to pick him up. And I have another grandmother coming through telling me that, and you try to fix everybody. Well, you can't fix everybody. It's not your job. Look at me getting all attitude with her, you know?
Does that sound right?
Yes, I have a.
Stand up, stand up.
Let me have you come here.
My brother is challenged, so it's always been, since I'm the oldest and the oldest grandchild, to kind of like be the one that keeps everyone together and try to get everybody focused. So.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, and just know that sometimes you can step back, that this is what Antonio and everybody is supposed to go through in this life for their soul's growth. He is an amazing, amazing kid. I just say kid because he's so kid-like, you know, but they watch over him big time. And coming back to you, your brother, gosh, has it been over 10 years?
It's been almost 20.
Almost 20, because he went like this, past the 10-year mark. He's saying 2 kids, 2 kids. You have 2 boys.
Ask him every night if he watches his my 2 sons.
He absolutely, oh my God, no, we're gonna cry. You know what? He definitely watches over them and protects them. You know, one more than the other, the daredevil kid, I'm seeing my younger son like, woo! So take this into your heart that your boys are being watched over. And you know, you can step back and let people experience what they need to instead of having the disease to please and wanting everybody to be okay. Give me a hug from
Great
heaven.
job, Maureen. More audience readings with Maureen when we come back. Don't go away.
Never do this. He wouldn't believe this. You don't believe it. You were dragged here. We're doing this. So, you know, I totally just didn't expect it, but your dad is trying to tell you he's proud of you because he never got to tell you that. So it just feels like, you know, you think he missed out on so much, and that's not the truth. I'm getting, you have children?
Yes.
You have 2 kids?
Yes.
Okay. You know, it's very interesting. Sometimes from the heavens or beyond is when they have more of a voice. So it's like, he's just like, you know what, we didn't have proper closure, so why not do it right here on the Ricki Lake Show?
Wow.
So give me a hug from heaven. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just very private, that's
you.
all. Yeah, and so, and you know, he is thanking you for getting him here today because he came kicking and screaming. Isn't that true?
Yes.
What did he say when you said come to this?
He says, I don't know. And I'm like, come on, it's our anniversary. Let's do something this weekend.
See?
How do you feel now?
Embarrassed?
You should feel loved from the heavens. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are very open, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Whew. Okay.
Wow. Happy anniversary indeed.
I keep hearing my mother's here, my mother's here. This is a child in heaven. Definitely feels like a young child. I keep getting the pull back here again, though. Is that a boy? Yes. Okay. So, and this might not be connected to her, but Brian or Ryan is connected as well, living. So, let me have you come over here. Please. Because sometimes, too, because you're the messenger, and I just connected with this group here, and you came with them? Mm-hmm. Okay, you came with the big skeptic, yes. Right? So it opens up the energy for that group. God love you. So you become a messenger for your sister, and even though when babies come through, they're super fast, 100 miles an hour, let her know that he's okay, that he watches over her. There's a 2 or a twin connection as well. Does she have 2 children now?
She had 2 more after him.
She had 2 after. So that he watches over those children. And I do feel like, did he pass like right at birth?
Close to it. He was 9 weeks.
I see. He was
9 weeks old.
9 weeks old. Okay, because I see a full-term baby. So super fast. Is mom passed for you, though?
My mother, no.
Okay, there's a mother figure trying to come through for you. Is you four together? Is mom passed? Okay, come back over. Because she didn't get a chance to talk because the electrician guy was coming through.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. So she must have tried to move out of the way. And she had illness, your mom?
Yes.
Because she just said, I'm not sick anymore, and it's wonderful. And she's thanking you for everything that you did for her, right by her side. That's what she said. You were right by her side. She's funny. She has a little kick to her, because she's like, why did everyone tell me that I needed to go? I'll go when I'm ready. So telling, it's okay to go, Mom. And it took her a few days after that, and you understand that?
Yes.
Because she's got the best smile. She's like, you don't understand. And how good she feels. She never complained.
No.
Right?
No.
Not
Strong.
a day. Even now I'm asking her, what was going on? She's like, you never mind. I'm fine. What do you want to eat? She wants to cook for me. So it's so cute.
How do you ask her? If you're talking to us, how are you asking her?
Oh, in my head, I'm actually talking to her like, what was going on? Illness. Oh, you know, what was it? Oh, you never mind. You know, we're just having this conversation in my head where it's fast bits of information that come in. It's not a full-blown like, how are you? It's been a while. You know, it's quick and fleeting. And she's talking about her brother. So does she have a brother that passed?
Yes.
Okay, before her.
Yes.
So she was very excited to see her brother because it feels like it had been a while. Like, everybody was here. I feel like her mother was there. I think she had a parent that you didn't know.
Her first father.
Okay, because she showed me everybody's here. Oh, but you know, she wouldn't know this one. So she is so happy to make the connection. And please let your sister know that her baby came through. Also, is anyone Alice?
My husband's Alvin.
He's Alvin?
Yes.
Okay, you think, I don't know the full name, excuse me. The skeptic is Alvin? To give me a hug from heaven.
Yay, hugs from heaven for everyone. Those are all messages from your subconscious. Not only are they trying to tell you something, but you have the power to change your life just by deciphering their meaning. Please welcome the author of the Dream Power Journal, board-certified behavioral therapist and dream analyst, Cynthia Richmond. Hi, Cynthia. I am so fascinated by dreams, even though I rarely remember mine.
Yes.
Rarely.
Well, you're very busy. And so sometimes when we're very, very active, we don't take time in the morning to let them kind of settle in. We jump out of bed and say, what day is it? And where do I need to be?
Is that my problem?
But you can learn to remember them if you just have a little time to pay attention.
Okay, okay. So yeah, what are our dreams telling us?
Well, our dreams are messages not just from the subconscious, but from sacred sources as well, such as angels. There's 245 mentions of dreams in the King James Version of the Bible. So we've had dreams in our lives since Adam and Eve. And they're messages of sometimes warning, guidance, sometimes creativity, inspiration. Many inventors dream up the next step in their invention. There's lots of musicians who dream lyrics and melodies. So we can all use our dreams to improve the quality of our
What
life.
about winning lotto?
That has happened. It has never happened to me, but I wrote for the LA Times for many years, and a man wrote in that he had dreamt the jockeys and the horses and won a whole bunch of money, and another fellow won $66 million by dreaming the lottery tickets. That was in Inquirer magazine.
Unbelievable. Okay, well, the source was the Inquirer, so,
It can happen.
you know. All right, well, how do you use your intuition to help you in dream interpretation?
Yes. It's just amazing. The more we listen to that intuitive voice and act on it, the more open we become and the more we get. So in dream interpretation, there's symbols and meanings that are commonly understood, and there's also personal associations to every symbol. So we can interpret the dream in at least two ways, but if you can bring your intuition into it, you'll get a much deeper, much guided from heaven kind of interpretation of guidance.
Okay, well, we have a few members of our audience that want to find out what the meaning of their dreams are.
Great.
Okay, where's Brianna? Brianna's over here. Okay, you had you've had the same recurring nightmare.
Can you stand up, Brianna,
Stand up,
so I can
please,
see?
if you
Thank
would.
sweetie.
Tell us, what is your nightmare?
Ever since I was 8 years old, I've had this dream that I'm like at some type of water park. It's me, my dad, my mom, my little sister. We're on an inner tube and we're hanging on to like a clothes hanger, and we're kind of like drifting through this water. And this black shadow figure kind of like pops up, and it's like the ride knows what's going on. It's like making us go faster through the water and stuff. Then we end up, we're at home, and like the feeling like I'm anxious and scared, like it goes away. Well, all of a sudden it comes back, and the thing like pops up in the house, and it kills my little sister and my mom. But me and my dad, like we just run off, and we see it happen, but he doesn't come after us.
Wow. So some dream images are so disturbing. So the hanger is on what?
It's like on a pipe, like a...
Okay. Okay, so interesting. So water in the language of dreams we can associate with the unconscious mind, with things that are, we just see the surface of, we don't know what's below the surface. So something's coming out of your unconscious or subconscious mind in this dream to remind you of something. Was there anything that divided your family, mother and sister in one direction, you and father in another direction?
Yes, my mom, she left whenever I was 6 years old.
And did she take your sister with you?
My older sister.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what the dream is referring to. And you're still struggling with that. The big ugly monster destroyed your life as you knew it at that time. So there's still some healing that needs to take place. You're sure you're right that. So what the dream is saying, though, is that now you're in a position, you're mature enough, you have the ability to understand it and heal from it so it doesn't have to bubble out of the subconscious, and you can be free to move on from it.
Wow, amazing. Thank you. Great
you.
job. Thank you. Thank you. All the best. Where's Patricia? Patricia, stand up. Okay, so you've had a dream in the last month that has you worried.
Yeah.
What is it?
I had a dream about my brother. I was in this building and I was reaching to pick something up and something told me to look straight or look up. And I looked up and across there was these glass doors. And I can see my brother and he was standing there and he had this beautiful smile. And when I saw him, I just I collapsed. And then I got up and I went running to him and there was this lady that was next to him. And I was kind of wondering who she was, but she wouldn't really face me so that I can try to see if I can recognize her. But my brother, when I went running to him to grab and to hold on to him, he was giving me some flowers, but that the air was different. You know, the atmosphere was like strong but light, and it was such a beautiful feeling, like I can breathe without breathing. I was like in a different place.
Ooh,
What does that mean?
That's a beautiful feeling. That, oh my goodness, like some people dream that they can breathe underwater, which is a similar feeling that you're describing. Is your brother passed over? Okay.
Yes,
so,
he's passed.
So, but it's glass. The doors are glass. You can see him. Yeah. So he's just telling you that he's not separate from you. Sadly, he is in the physical, but he's aware of your life. He's connected. You can communicate with him. You can have conversations with him that he'll hear. White flowers are very often associated symbolically with death. Not your death, his death. He's giving you this gift that he's okay on the other side. I'm not sure who the other lady is that we didn't get to see. She could represent the feminine aspect of him, who is wanting to nurture you and let you know that everything's okay. But it's nothing to worry about whatsoever. It's actually a very beautiful gift from him.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Up next, he has changed millions of lives with his messages from the other side. Spiritual medium James Van Praagh is here, and we will talk to him right after this break. When James Van Praagh shares his psychic gifts, he never disappoints. He has delivered amazing messages from the other side right here in our studio. Take a look.
Your aunt, she always wanted you to be a lady, always take care of yourself. That was her vibe for you. She said, I always tried to make her the best person I could. And I really want to put some money aside for her to go to school also. You know about that, don't you?
Did she?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you very much, because she wants to be acknowledged for that. You're going to be very successful. You're going to be very successful. You're very good at working with people. You can also be good in psychology. Or is that
I have a bachelor's degree in psychology.
There's something inside you that needs to be expressed, and it hasn't been yet. It's almost like I don't believe in myself enough, and I really need to. And I know I'm looking for my family to believe in me. I know you are.
Ooh. Wow.
She's telling me there are 2 ceremonies that were done. 2 memorial services, okay? Do you have his iPod, his iPad? Do you have it?
Yes.
And didn't you go through that and think of songs I want to have at his service?
Yes.
Thank you, because that's what he's telling me, yes? And there's nothing...
She's shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, I am too.
We've had lots of weird things happening during this hour. We had music that came out of nowhere, and Jerry, our stage manager, said it was not our warm-up guys' music. It was not from audio. This music played, and then this woman tells me during the break that the song that played happened to be your deceased husband's song?
Yes, it used to be a little like get fun song that me and the family used to do, and it was only something that he would always flip it on and do this little dance.
Wow.
And the same dance that James did.
I was there dancing.
You did the same dance.
I got to tell you, there's definitely some influence from him. And you know he's your angel, right? Yes. So I know you have angel pictures in your house, and there's the angel statue you have right there. Yes. You understand that?
Right next to my bed.
Okay.
Oh.
And it's him. It's him. He's your angel.
I love him. Please welcome the New York Times best-selling author of Ghosts Among Us and world-renowned spiritual medium, James Van Praagh. Jamie! Hi! I'm so happy you're here. I
Thank you.
have questions for you, but I really want you to just do readings. I mean,
That's
and
okay.
that woman is here in the audience. That was incredible the last time you were here. Okay, can you just like do your magic, please?
Sure.
Please, please.
Can I stand up? Is that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. First thing, I have a man here as a father figure that comes to me, and I gotta feel like I'm over here. But this man is showing me cards, and I feel like I'm either a poker player or I like to play cards. And I'm definitely feeling, I think I'm in this area here. So there's a father figure. I don't know if the name Walter would make sense, the W in the name. Would you understand your dad? May I come to you? Is that okay?
Yes, that's
okay,
fine.
honey. What is your name?
Amanda.
Amanda. Okay, Amanda. So I know this grandfather, if I can come to you, is that on the father's side of the family?
Yes, my
okay,
dad's.
very much so. And I want to go to a different part of the country. So I want to go cross country, a different part of the country. Okay, so I don't know if he's from the Midwest originally, but I want to go to a different state. Would that make sense to you, please?
He was in Texas.
Texas, that's a different state. That's right. 'Cause it's from here. I also got to tell you, he keeps on showing me these cards, and I like reading. Playing cards, sort of a thing. So
I went to his house for the summer. We used to play cards,
Play
but
cards
not
all the
really
time.
like a major
Okay,
thing.
and your father's still alive? Is he your dad?
Yes.
Yes, and I want to ask about health issues with him. Because there's recently been some health issues.
Yes.
You understand that,
Yes.
correct? Your father's been to 2 doctors, he's telling me. He's been 2 doctors. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, he actually just found out that he had some prostate problem.
Yes, so I know there'll be 2 doctors. So I know there's been one general practitioner maybe and then a specialist. But I got to tell you that he's doing the best he can. His father's trying to help him, okay? I'm also going to tell you that one of them does something with wood, carpentry, or makes something with their hands.
Steve, his son,
He's a
actually
carpenter.
carves. Yes.
Great. And I know that, because this man is telling me that there is definitely something that someone owns that he carved.
Yeah, he carves amazing things, like with his hands.
And I love the eagle, or I like the...
Yes, he does a lot of that. He does a lot of Indian and like Native American eagles.
Well,
and
there's
wolves
definitely
and
an eagle
things.
there, because I'm seeing the eagle, I'm seeing the bird wings now, and the whole like that, like this.
He does a lot of
Seeing
that,
very
yes.
clearly. And I want to tell you that there's also a Betty somewhere. There's a Betty in the family. Who's
Yes,
that?
that's my aunt.
Okay, and she's still alive? Is
Yes,
she here?
she is.
Because I have her mother here, and she wants to give love to my Betty.
Oh my gosh, that's my grandmother.
Okay, so she wants to give love to her Betty. So to prove to you, indeed, that life goes on, that there is no death, that Betty needs to hear this. So would you please pass this on to
I
Betty?
will.
Because Betty, and talk about, very interesting, talk about dreams. Oh, I'm going to cry. Because I'm feeling emotion. So I know that Betty had a dream of her mother within the past 2 to 3 days. And would you let her know that that dream was real, that she was with her, that it was, I call them the crossovers, that they're right with them. And she is lovely. She loves violets, and she loves little flowers, little plants, violets. And crocus, she's telling me crocus. So please pass that on, would you please?
Okay, I will.
And I'm going to leave you with that.
Thank
God bless
you.
Wow. Oh. Okay, what is the ribbon exercise?
Well, this is really just works on the law of attraction, which means that I read whatever the energy that comes on these ribbons. So there's another way of just tuning in on a psychic level, intuitive level. So what I would like you to do, Ricki, is to give this to, you pick out somebody in the audience, and they have to have 3 colored ribbons. Whatever ribbons you want, pick them. And I'm going to turn my back, and then you're going to hand me those ribbons.
Okay.
And I'm going to read based upon the ribbons what I pick up.
Okay.
And you're going to say, I'll say yes or no, this makes sense. The person will say, shake your head, yes or no, and Ricki will
I
say
will
yes
say,
or
okay.
no, and I'll go based on that, okay?
Okay.
So pick out somebody you'd like to. and I'll-
Okay, okay, all right.
and I don't want to see it. I'll just be up here amusing myself.
Oh my God, oh my God.
So when you hold that ribbon, make sure you hold it really strong with your energy and put your energy in there.
All right, you know what?
La da da da. Anytime. La, la. I have eyes in the back of my head. No, I don't. Okay. Okay. First of all, first impression I get, is this a woman?
I'm going to start taking my clothes off now.
Is this a female that is holding these?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, so I don't want to hear their voice. I feel a female energy with these ribbons. I feel very much female. I feel very, very much someone either going back to school, in the middle of school, or want to take classes in something. I feel like education is very important to this person. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and I feel that's a very, very strong part of this personality that it integrates very, very strongly. I feel like definitely this person did not get the love in their life that they really needed when they were younger. I feel in the formative years, when they were young child, they didn't get fully the amount of love that they really wanted and desired. Would that make sense, please?
Yes.
Okay, and I feel that this person, this girl, this woman, has definitely brought this up in her life now, and it's definitely a situation, it's definitely a lesson that she's learning, she's going to learn from, a soul lesson for sure. I feel there's definitely a strong connection with her and her mother, which is very, very strong. I don't feel in some ways her mother was there for her in the formative years. That might be the one I'm picking up on. Would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and I want you to forgive your mother because your mother can only do I'm going to cry now, so I know I'm right, that your mother can only do as good as she could with what she knew. I feel like this lady's mother she was separated from the family in some way when she was a young person, okay? And does that make sense, please?
Yes.
I know it does because I feel it so strong, and I feel it in this lady's heart, and I feel that she wants to make her mother very, very proud. Now, is the mother passed her to the spirit world, or is the mother still living? I'm not sure.
Still living.
Okay, but I know that there's a separation between the two of them in some way now. Okay?
Yes.
And I want to give her flowers, and I want to talk about the month of August for some reason, and I'm just acknowledging that, and I want to say you need to give her some flowers. Would that make sense at all?
Yes.
Okay, and I know that there might have been a hospital stay recently, or her talking about being in a hospital or going to an illness of some kind.
No.
Okay, I want to tell you that I feel that very, very strong, okay? I'm going to tell you there's a man next to you as well in the spirit world, and I feel like it's a grandfather person coming in very, very strong on your right side. Did you know your mother's father?
No.
But I got to tell you, he knows you very, very well. I also tell you that this man, as he comes in with me, now I'm going to show you this is definitely based upon the intelligence of the spirit world that I get the information from, and not from the person's ribbons, but from the person's man coming here. He's a very kind soul. He wears glasses when I see him back. He puts his hair straight back, and this man feels he wants to be everything to everyone. He's very apologetic for his daughter, that he tried to do the best he could. I see very, very much this man with cornfields around him, so I know it's probably somewhere in the Midwest or in the country. Would that make it all sense to you?
No.
Would he have grown up in the country then?
No.
No, he wouldn't have. Okay, I don't know why I'm going to the country, but I am going to the country, so I got to go with that. Now let me go back and turn around and see where I am. I'm here. Very good. Okay, good. And is your dad passed over, by the way? Your dad's still alive here.
He's still alive.
Okay. Would you know you didn't know your grandfather?
I did not.
Okay.
My
He
dad
knows
didn't
you
even
very,
know.
very well. And I know that he's apologizing for your mother. I'm sorry. And I feel there's a constant give and take with you and your mom. Would that make sense to you?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, and I feel like I'm always trying to get my mother's good graces, or really trying to make her proud, and I just can't necessarily do that because my mother's a certain way she is.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that's it.
Amazing, 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 amazing. James, amazing. Coming up next, Maureen Hancock and James Van Praagh join forces to share messages from beyond. Don't go back. We are with spiritual mediums James Van Praagh and Maureen Hancock, two of my very favorite people. All right, so can you possibly do readings together?
Sure, we've never tried it before, so we're going to attempt it, which I think is always great to start something new. So, Maureen, you'll start
Let's
first.
do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
I'll let her start.
So I just kind of flip the switch and then see what happens. And I'm going to head back here, actually. So I have a little bit of a double connection going on.
You go on, baby. I'm
All
with
right,
you.
I'll go. So I have Mom coming through back here. Does someone have Mom pass right here? Or mother-in-law? It's the same thing. Mother-in-law. So let me have you come down here for a minute. So, and I feel like this is a double because I also have, or she's telling me there's a mother in the back I need to connect with. And now, did you not know your mother-in-law?
No, I've
Okay.
never met her.
Because she said to tell you, even though you never met me, I know you. So she brought you together with your soulmate because you almost didn't go out with him. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But she needs you to, she's asking you to be the messenger. She keeps saying, my boys, my boys, my boys. So just her family needs to know that she hasn't missed out on their life because it feels like it's been a long time. And remember the name Thomas, because that's coming up, and I felt like you wouldn't know it, but you need to check with the
have to check
family.
it, yeah.
Absolutely. So, and I keep seeing a baby. Did somebody recently have a child?
My last one's a year old.
A year old, that's still a baby, right? He's not like, Mom, make me a sandwich.
No.
Right? So,
Can we
go
jump
ahead.
in? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go off what Maureen has already established, and I'm going to go with you. And I want to say that I'd pick up as well with this lady. I'm working the link that Maureen has established with a lady that comes in here, this lady, and also a man that's come in here. So she'd be associated with a man that's passed over in spirit as well, okay? And I think this might have been a brother that she had not seen for a very, very long time, and she met this man. And even during her funeral, people said, I wonder if she's seeing him or he's come to get her, okay? You understand that, correct? Thank you. I know there's been a hospital stay somewhere. I know there was a sickness sometime at one point as well. And I feel like I'm not myself. I just feel like I'm wasted from the inside out, if I can express it that way. I know this lady, when I connect with this lady, I feel like I wish I finished more than I did. I wish I accomplished more than I did. And I didn't accomplish enough, or I feel like I didn't accomplish enough. Now, I'm going to agree with Maureen completely when she says about a baby, because I feel there could have been a new baby born right after she passed over, or there's a grandchild right after she passes, right around the time of her passing. So
She passed away.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
About 10
it
years
was when
ago?
my husband was like 6.
Oh, okay. Well, why is there a baby born after? Well, obviously the baby born after she dies, but I'm going to go with Maureen in saying there's a baby coming in, there's a baby right now, because it feels very much like this. I want to tell you this lady does pass early on in her life. I feel like I have a lot more to accomplish, and she wants me to tell you that. I got to tell you that. And please do pass the message on to your husband, and see if there's a man by the name of Jeffrey or Jeff that he would know of. I'm not sure if he's working with him, but she's mentioning that name. So are you aware of that name?
No.
Okay, so Jeff or Jeffrey, please. And there's a man at work with this name, she's telling me. And also there's someone named, go on. I don't know who Scott, someone named Scott. She's talking about Scott.
Sean's dad's middle name is Scott.
Scott. Not sure
And
if
he's
that's
still
it.
here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So did he remarry?
No.
No. Okay. Okay.
And who's the C or a K name here living?
A C
What's your
or-
name?
Crystal.
Thank you.
Crystal, is that a C?
Thank you.
Great.
Is there someone who lost a son that passed over? A son around 23, 24 years of age? Anybody here? No.
Or brother, because I kept getting the brother. That your brother passed, and he passed quickly.
Hold on.
Okay, you go ahead.
Who did the drawing of somebody? Was it a man that you did the drawing for? You did.
Okay.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Great. Where?
That's how we know we validate that, okay?
Okay.
So there we go, honey. That's for a validation. We're on.
Come on over here.
We're in. We're in. You had to say about that, the drawing you had of him with the face.
Yeah, and when I was connecting with your brother, I also had Mom coming through as well. And she's just really super powerful.
Yes.
Like you could feel
Oh,
that,
right here, right here.
And just, taking care of everyone. Like, move this and get that over there, and I don't like that, how that is hung.
God what to do.
Oh, she's
She's
telling-
redecorating. She was an interior designer.
redecorating heaven. I don't
she
like
would-
that, and move this and get that
She
over
would
there.
move things, go to hotels, and she'd tell my father, we can't stay in this hotel, or we'll stay in this hotel, but you've got to move all this stuff around. I don't like it.
Oh,
Put it
wow.
over there.
Wow.
Can I just jump in about your brother? I want to thank you
Yes.
from him. And I know there was some problems ahead of time with the
Yes.
family. You understand that? And he
Yes.
wants to say he's very sorry for being so stubborn and so, he was really thick in some ways.
Yes.
And please forgive him for that, because he died with unresolved issues. You understand that?
And my
I
mother
feel
didn't know about it.
Yes, and I understand the family had some unresolved issues. And he's very, very sorry. And he's using this opportunity right now to apologize to you and other members of the family about that. Your mother and him are making up. Your mother and him are getting together.
Yes.
It's taking a little while because she's a little strong.
Oh, yes.
And he's a little strong.
Yes.
So I got to tell you, and someone comes in with either a cane, they had a cane. Was that her?
Me.
Okay, because they showed me a cane.
Or maybe, somebody.
Was there a man with a cane, like a grandfather or a father with a
Yes,
cane?
my
'Cause I felt
grandfather
a
had a
man over
cane.
here who comes in. And you know him by the cane, he said.
Yes.
And he loved his
Papa
cane. He
Man.
had a whole collection of
Yes,
canes.
he did.
Go ahead.
Now, I keep seeing a scene of somebody either throwing away the false teeth, or they wrapped it up and tossed it.
My grandmother might have. I don't know.
Okay, but they're definitely laughing about it, but it does feel like it was somebody that was joking around with their teeth. And all.
The last time that I saw my grandmother in New York, I didn't know that she wore false teeth. And when I noticed it, she started giggling and she said, "These are,
Oh, wow,
teeth.
right. So they're all together.
And your dad's
right?
passed over as well,
Yes,
please, because I
yes.
get the man right next to you on the left
Right.
side of you, and they come on the left side. And this man is Frau, he's a Frau in his head.
Oh, always.
And he was
Oh
his
my
Frau,
God.
and there are
Always,
photographs, somebody
always,
looks angry.
yes. He was
and
always
that's,
angry.
He's always like,
Yes.
and that's what he's giving me the impression of, like, so you know it's him. That's how he
Yes.
should. And I'm going to tell you, I don't feel like he's like that anymore, but that's how you would know of him.
Yes,
And
always.
he's telling me he had plumbing problems. Now, that's very interesting.
Wait, in what way?
Plumbing problems
okay.
organically in his body, there were some plumbing problems, he's telling me. So that's what he's some prostate problems or something, but there's
Maybe,
something that he had. He's saying he got plumbing problems. But please, you're an angel to him. And I got to tell you that, again, you don't think you got the love from them, but they're finding out now how much you love them.
Thank you.
Because they weren't able to express it down here.
It's interesting. When I moved your kerchief here, there's a heart on your necklace. And right when James was talking about expressing love to you, I heard your mother like move the heart and to tell you I love you because she never said that.
Thank you so much.
She needs to say that.
Yes.
Give me a hug.
Hugs from heaven.
Oh my goodness. Yay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being so open. I want to thank all of our audience for being so open to messages from the spirit world. Special thanks to Maureen Hancock, Cynthia Richmond, and James Van Praagh for sharing their gifts with us today. And thank you at home for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.